500 steps and one breathtaking view. Mua Mountain is meant to have some of the craziest views over Tam Coc, but is it really that worth it? Well, today we're going to find out. So if you do enjoy, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. Now let's get going. Look at all these bonsai trees. This, I believe, will be the 500 steps up to the top, but it's quite steep, I have to say. So the first one is called Love Valley. There's some incredible views. We made it to the top. At any moment, you could just fall off, and that is not what you want to be doing. Just look at how steep that is. So yeah, trek is definitely worth it. You get incredible views. Now making our way over the Lotus Lake, but that is where we were climbed. You can imagine in the summer, this looking a lot prettier. They all sell what I've been looking for, the local beer. Good morning, Vietnam, and welcome back to the channel where today we are waking up here in Tamcoc, Ninh Binh, and we're going to be going to one of the best viewpoints here in Ninh Binh, the Mua Mountain. So it's 500 step hike up to the top, and a dragon statue awaits along with some breathtaking views apparently, so hopefully we'll go and get to see those. Then we're going to go back to Tam Coc and look around the area, maybe go in a few shops, maybe buy something, and then also check out the port too. But before we do any of that, we need to go downstairs for some breakfast in this hotel. If you didn't see what we had for breakfast, you can go and check that out yesterday, what we thought of it all, because it'll probably be the same today. The breakfast was delicious. We had the fresh fruit again, bread and jam and butter, and then also a really tasty omelette. They also made us some watermelon juice, which was really nice and refreshing too, so we're happy with our breakfast. Then we collected our washing, and good news, it's all come back in one piece. It smells all right too. However, they couldn't get the little oil stain from the white top out, which we got the last time we washed it. So that's a bit of a shame, because that top now has got an oil stain on it for the rest of its life. But we are now heading up to the top of Mua Mountain, a 500 step climb, so hopefully we can get some breathtaking views. Unfortunately, the weather isn't great again today. We are here at the end of their winter season, so it is really cloudy, and fingers crossed it doesn't rain. It is currently dry right now, but I have taken my raincoat and a jumper. But let's get going. We're going to order a grab taxi to the bottom of the mountain and then hike our way up. So we've arrived at Mua Mountain and Mua Cave, so we're going to be hiking up to the top of it. It's going to cost us around 100,000 dong each, which comes to around £3.20 each. So that's not too bad at all, and hopefully it should be a good time. Look at all these bonsai trees. Again, reminding me of the Karate Kid series. I have to say, I do love the Karate Kid series. I know I keep bringing it up, but this bonsai trees just look beautiful. The area is really cool. It's got loads of bars, restaurants, it's got a spa, it's got like a nice little trail walk which is over water, and now we are heading up to the trek up the mountain. We've arrived at the bottom of the mountain, but we're going to take a look in Tiger Cave. Not going to lie, that wasn't very impressive at all, but next stop is the Lying Dragon Mountain, or aka the Nui Ngoa Long. So this, I believe, will be the 500 steps up to the top, where hopefully we'll find a dragon statue. I believe there might be two routes as you get higher up as to which way you go. There is already a dragon barrier just up down the side there. But like I was saying, there are two routes as you get sort of 3/4 of the way up, and you can go to two separate peaks. So we'll try and do both today, but it's quite steep, I have to say, and I'm already tired. We've done about 30 steps. So you've got the spa and the sort of villagey area here, and then hopefully we can do the walk over the water, which is over there too. You might be able to see some people going over the bridge, but it is beautiful. It's just a shame about the weather. So you've hit the midpoint of the two peaks, so you've got the choice of either going up that way or going up that way. But I think we're going to start on the left, and then hopefully we won't be too hot and sweaty by the time we go to the right side, but I've already taken my coat off, it's that hot. So the first one is called Love Valley. So Beth's going to go up here and I'm going to be walking away from her. I swear the further up we get though, it's just getting steeper and steeper. Really knackered by the way time we reached the top. I don't know if you can see the boats that are down there in the water, but I think they could be potentially the boats which we went on yesterday under through all the caves. So if you've not seen that video, go back and check that one out for sure, because that was really cool. That was the viewpoint part way up. We're now heading our way to the top, but it is so steep. They've got like extra little steps for people that can't actually get up the step. So we made it to the top, and there's some incredible views. We're now waiting to get to the top of the mountain where the dragon is just up there. There's a bit of a queue here, it's quite touristy. And then there's also a sign saying don't go outside the walls of the fence, because basically you're going to drop off a 300-foot mountain, which is not really what you want to be doing. So we made it to the top of the dragon. Look how cool that is. Incredible views. Well, there's loads of these little mini flies, which are very annoying. Hopefully they're not mozzies, so we're not getting bitten loads. We're not going to be walking over there because that looks very sketchy. At any moment you could just fall off, and that is not what you want to be doing. In the UK this would never be allowed. That's pretty cool over there though. That's the other peak, which we're going to be going to in just a second. But we can say that we've made it to the top of Mua Mountain, which is really cool. It is very touristy up here though, and people are struggling to get back down, so it's taking a while for us just to come back down. So now heading our way back down. That was definitely not the safest thing that we've done whilst we've been here, but the steep steps going down look a lot more scary than when we were going up. So now halfway up the second side, and we definitely have earned our meal for this evening. It is a right trek, sweating, but that's where we just were up there. And now we're on the other side. You can actually see the dragon that we've just been up to from here. So that's the full dragon at the top. We have made it to the top of peak number 2. We're now making our way back down to the bottom of Mua Mountain. It is a lot slippier now though, because it started raining a little bit, which isn't ideal. Just look at how steep that is. Definitely not the smartest thing that we've done. So in my opinion, the trek is definitely worth it. You get incredible views over the mountain, but if you don't like heights, I definitely wouldn't go up here, especially as it's quite slippy and it's quite difficult to actually go up and down these steps, especially going down. So much worse because the stones are a lot more slippy. It's quite steep too, whereas when you're going up you're not having to look down, so it's a lot easier. It's so funny too, all the people are really nice here in Vietnam, and we've been stopped like a few times now to have a photo with someone that's Vietnamese, and they've asked where we're from. We're like UK, and then they're taking a photo of us and videoing with us too. It's quite funny. I think what it might be is because Beth's got her ginger hair, so they're thinking, what the hell is this creature coming down the stairs? It's quite funny. And we have made it back to ground level, so now we need to go and find somewhere for lunch because Beth is getting hangry. So if we don't feed her soon, she's going to be livid. And then hopefully we can go and explore the rice field section after that. Apparently it might be quite expensive around here though, which isn't ideal. We did want to go back to Tam Coc for lunch, but unfortunately we were up there for like a few hours. When we looked it up, it said it'd take around 30 minutes, but just getting a photo of the dragon head took about 45 minutes because there were so many people up there. So we've arrived at the Hang Mua Boutique Hotel for lunch, and it's actually beautiful. So over there's a little pond of koi fish, and then there's lots of outdoor seating so you can watch the world go by. And for food, we have ordered bruschetta basically, but you make it yourself in a little basket, which is pretty cool. And then a Fanta, and both that came to 190,000 dong, which is about £5.93. So it's quite expensive. I've decided not to eat at the moment because I'm full from breakfast still, but Beth was hangry, so hopefully this will cheer up a little bit once she's had some of this. And then we're going to be heading over to the rice field straight after that, which is quite cool. There's basically loads of bridges and bamboo bridges which you walk over. basically like a big pond almost. So what are you thinking of your bruschetta? Is it nice? It's so-so. She's giving the so-so nod. So hopefully it'll be worth the amount of money it costs, because it's a lot more expensive than when we get food in Tam Coc. Now making our way over the Lotus Lake and towards the vineyard. There's some music in the background too. I'm not too sure where it's coming from, but it sounds like there's some form of party going on. But here we go, just walking across right now. Spotted some goats too in the distance. Don't know if you can see that. I'll just zoom in there. They're quite funny. He's climbing the tree to get some food. Look at him. But the weather is starting to rain a little bit, which isn't ideal, but it's not too bad. It's not cold either. It would be worse if it was freezing cold too, but it's not actually cold. So that is good news. I don't know if you can see up to the top of those peaks, but that is where we were climbed just before lunch. If I zoom in slightly, you might be able to see the little totem pole thing, and then the dragons like up there with the second section. So I think what all of these farmers are doing right now are picking all the weeds out of the lily ponds, because it looks completely clear everywhere else apart from the section which they're doing right now. So I can imagine in the summer this looking a lot prettier, because there's a lot of dead things in the water at the moment. There's not really much that's alive, so I think in the summer it's going to look a lot prettier. The plan now is to head back to the hotel, but before we do that, Beth wants to get some more food from the Ngon Vegan restaurant which she went to on the first night, so she wants to get a granola bowl from there, which is fine. Some ducks have just arrived actually. All these ducks. I've got a feeling we're actually quite close to the Buffalo Cave, which we went to see yesterday, but I might be wrong on that. The plan after that is to head back to the hotel, get changed. We might do a little bit of shopping before going out for food this evening. We are back here in the Ngon restaurant and have ordered some banana bread and a granola bowl. Both look very fresh and delicious, so we'll have to give them both a try. Starting off with, we'll start off with granola bowl, a bit of breakfast this morning. So I'm going to try and grab a bit of everything. So got some yogurt, melon, I get a bit of banana too, and then, is it pineapple or mango? I think it's pineapple. Just give it a try. What? I don't know what that was, but there was something like a really sour sort of taste in my mouth. But it is quite nice, to be fair. Very refreshing and healthy, definitely for you. And now let's try the banana bread. Nice and warm on the hands. That's a good piece of banana bread, to be fair. Nice and warm, tastes great. Got the nuts on the top with the coconut too. So give that a solid 9, 8 out of 10 for banana bread for sure. The food came to 136,000 dong, which is just over £4, and we're now heading back to the hotel. So I've been looking forward to this, to have a nice lay down on the bed and do a little bit of video editing. We chilled out in the hotel for a couple of hours, and Beth was looking at some hotels for Koh Rong and was having a nightmare with it, because basically what you get for your money is a lot worse whilst you're there. So we'd be living in a prison cell right now if we spent the same amount of money as we did here. So we're going to probably have to spend a bit more of our budget whilst we are there, which is not ideal because then we've got less money to spend on activities. However, in Koh Rong, there's not too much to do and it's more of like a beach holiday. So all you need to spend money on is food. So hopefully we should be okay. I've been doing some video editing, but I got really annoyed because I've lost two things now since being away. I've lost a padlock, which isn't too bad because hopefully I can get that replaced. And the second thing that I've lost was my camera case, and it had like a wide lens in there too. So I'm really annoyed that I've done that. So I must have put it down somewhere because I didn't really need it. I was taking it out and it was just getting in the way. So I obviously put it down, left it in the hotel room most likely, and that has gone now. So that's two things I've lost. I need to be a bit more careful on that because they're both recent things too. But we are now going out for our evening meal. So we're going to try and forget all of the nightmares which we've had today, and hopefully the food should taste good. We're going to a restaurant which has been recommended to us called the Buddha Belly, and it's a vegetarian restaurant too. So Beth's very happy with that. So let's get going, and hopefully it won't be too cold and rainy outside like it was earlier. This is the Buddha Belly restaurant. Beth is going to show you around right now. So they've got quite a few different things, and it looks like they've got a little bus ticket section too. So if you want to buy a bus ticket, you can do up there. But it's a nice little quaint restaurant. There's quite a few that's sort of in a row as well, so you can pick out of many of them, and they all sell what I've been looking for, the local beer, and that is the Nada beer. So we're going to give this one a try and see what we think of it. Oh, not a massive fan of that one. That's definitely the worst one which I've had so far. I don't know why, it's just got like, it just tastes very beery. It's not got much of a flavour to it, it just tastes of beer itself, but that's fine. Beth's ordered a Sprite too, and then we're going to order our food in just a second. Beth is going for the hamburger, I believe, is it? The hamburger? And I'm going for the mushroom pizza we're ordering now. Sorry about that, I cut off early, but we have ordered our food and some of it has arrived already. So Beth has got the hamburger, like I was saying, with chips, and it's got some tomatoes on the side too, which I can guarantee will not be eaten. But what is annoying is they bring the food out at different times. So I brought my chips out first, and I've just been nibbling on the chips whilst we were waiting. Then Beth's burger's now out, and now we're waiting for my pizza. So Beth's going to start hers now, and then once my pizza has arrived, we'll hopefully have a verdict on what Beth's is like, and then we'll give ours a try too. So my mushroom pizza has arrived. I've already finished all of my chips, so it's been eaten on its own this time rather than what I was planning. But it's quite a small one. I did order small, but we'll give it a try. It's like a bite-sized pizza. It looks quite nice, to be fair, and it smells good too, and I like the fact they've got lots of seasoning on top. Very hot. Oh, it's a nice pizza, to be fair. It's not the most amazing pizza I've ever had. But what was funny was when Beth was eating her burger, it was basically like a stir-fry burger, and all of that was in the burger, and it was also in the patty too. So it was like a massive chunk of just stir-fry, basically. But she said it was okay, was it? What would you say on a scale of 1 to 10? It was okay, and then she's looking a bit naffed, and you don't like Beth when she's hungry, so hopefully she'll have a good dessert or something. And we are now back in the hotel. So we had a really nice night. It was good to try the local beer finally, but unfortunately it wasn't my favourite. And then on the way back we had to take some more money out of the cash machine, and that gave us a 92,400 dong charge to it. So that is, I think it was like 4.2% from what we took out, and that's like a £3 charge, which isn't ideal. So we've lost another £3 just from taking money out at the ATM. And then we also stopped off at a supermarket where we bought 2 hand sanitizers. We've got 2 more of these because we quite like these, so we're worried that when we leave Ninh Binh we won't be able to find them anywhere else, because that's the issue that we had before. Then we've got a big bag of Kit Kats and some Oreo wafer rolls. So it all came to about 170,000 dong, which is just over £5, so not too bad at all. And that's going to be my dessert for the evening. So I do hope you all enjoyed this vlog, because I'm going to head off to bed in just a moment. And if you did, do make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see some more of this vlog content as we travel around Asia. And it does go a long way to supporting the channel too. So I'll see you all in tomorrow's vlog, where we'll be leaving Ninh Binh and heading over to Hue.